Yeah, that was a really, really fun trip, and Oakland and Detroit are two really good teams. So to get those wins on the road, which is harder to do, was just really fun. And I think it kind of shows the trend we're on right now. Everything is kind of coming together for us. So hopefully the pieces keep coming together and we play our best basketball towards the end of February.
Shea has really kind of come on the last two games. Obviously, she had 24 again in that win over Oakland. I mean, what have you guys kind of seen from her? How she's been able to kind of, take the game to this next level the last few games?
Yeah, we always say like Shay is someone you always want on your team and never to play against. She's really high energy, and I think we've seen that from her more than a few times this year, like big scoring games. So to see her shot go in for her again, and just when she's playing really confidently, she's really hard to stop. So she had a great weekend, and when shots are going in for anyone, we're all really excited, and especially Shay, she's high energy and fun to play with. So it was really good to see.
Maddie, one of your calling cards has always been your kind of on-ball defense, and that's one of the things that you bring most to the team is your ability to guard any of the guards at the top on the perimeter. Defense, even with the ups and downs of this season, the defense has been something that has been pretty much consistent to you guys. How have you been able to kind of maintain that consistency defensively?
Yeah, something we say a lot is whether you're scoring or not, what are you doing on the defensive end? What are you doing energy wise to contribute? So, team wise, a big focus in a lot of our practices is defense. And I'm sure you guys have noticed we've kind of changed up. We press now and we do a few different things that we haven't really done in prior years, which I really love pressing. Obviously, I love defense. So, I think that's really fun. And we have a lot of players who have the ability to get up and pressure girls, which is something we've kind of been emphasizing more. So I think everyone's confidence has gone up a little bit defensively because even in some games where we're not scoring as much, we're still holding a lot of teams in the 50s, low 60s, which is hard to do. So when we were kind of going through those rough patches, just focusing on, hey, our defense is still really good and offense is going to come, especially if we keep pressuring on defense. Offense comes from defense. So we just made sure that was a good staple of ours all year long.
Is the goal now like to get a home first round home game?
Yeah, I mean, I think we honestly haven't even been looking that far. I think obviously this is a big week because Wright State's in third. They're a good team. And then senior night is Saturday, which is just a big emotional, fun kind of day. So I think more than anything, we're focusing on really just like one game at a time. We haven't even really, besides saying we want to play our best basketball at the end of February and into March, we haven't really talked about the tournament too much yet.
You haven't seen Wright State since September. So what does she
Yeah.
think of that?
I mean, Alexis Hutchinson, she's still one of the top scorers in the league. When she came to Youngstown, she gave us one of her better games. She's a really, really good scorer. And I mean, they're coached well. They kind of switch up defenses and they have the ability to bring out their posts can all dribble and bring the ball up and do different things. So I think they're a good matchup for us though, and they have a really cool gym. So I think it will be a really fun game, and it's definitely a game where we can get a win. So I think we lost by maybe 8 to 12, 14. I was going to say 8 to 12. So I think we're playing a lot better now than we were in December. So if we play good defense and our offense is clicking like it has been this past week, then we have a really good shot.
One of the things, going back to defense, one of the things that you guys have done well throughout this season is that oftentimes you've been able to slow down, limit, or even take away some of the opposing teams' leading forward or one of the top scorers and maybe the primary ball distributor. I mean, that was the case against Milwaukee with Cammy Kepler only having 0 points. It was the case against Fort Wayne.
Hmm.
And a few other examples. But like when you guys are scouting opposing teams defensively, what goes into how you prepare to slow down, limit, an opposing team, certain players or whatever the case may be?
Looking at our scouts, our coaches do a really good job scouting for us, and they give us all the keys to every player. Coach Pack has kind of stepped into a new role this year where he does a lot of the scouts for us. And if you know Coach Pack at all, he's a very, very thorough person. So his scouts on each player, if you don't know something about them, it's your own fault because they're giving us all the details, all the information. So I think we've been taking those a lot more seriously. And the second time around, it's always easier too because you played them once, you know what they're probably going to do. So I'm hoping now that we're a little more comfortable, we can kind of get a better read on Hutchinson and just it's a team defense guarding a really good player like her, and we always say that with Cami Pepler, like they ran her off a lot of screens, so we had a lot of people helping on screens, which is something you might not even notice, but yeah, so just making sure everyone knows every player on the scout, because at any time you could be switched on to her. And we weren't pressuring the last time we played Wright State. We weren't pressing at all. So I think those two things, hopefully, with everyone being locked in on the scout, can be a good combination.